Hi guys, Finch here and welcome down to the recap of the US Open from Shinnecock Hills, which boy oh boy did that. Oh man, it certainly attracted a lot of controversy. Now normally I don't do a direct recap of the majors unless doing a Monday Night Golf show, but I thought this warranted a little bit more time to actually look at, to analyse and to figure out why the USGA and the US Open seems to consistently, and this is the thing, it's not a rare event, consistently seem to mess things up. Now this isn't going to be a video just bashing the USGA, because that's not fair. You know, overall I think there were some really good points about Shinnecock Hills and about other majors that have been a little bit messed up in the past, but it does need to be asked a question as to why the Masters and the Open consistently get it right as far as course setup, and yet the USGA and the US Open seem to just attract controversy after controversy. Remember guys, this is an interactive show, so make sure you comment below, let us know your thoughts, let's get a bit of a discussion going about this, because I think the US Open, it's the major championship, it's one of the most iconic events in the golf calendar, and I think at the moment it's just attracting publicity for all the wrong reasons. And the first thing to say is that the US Open got a worthy champion in Brooks Koepka. He played fantastic golf, and I think everyone knows what an unbelievably good ball striker he is, but I think what really showed on that last round was just the nervelessness of the man, just how cool and calm and just unbelievable he was under that pressure. He held so many good putts on that final round when he really needed to, and then of course on 16 that amazing birdie, just really good. Other notable performances on that last day, of course, Tommy Fleetwood, oh my goodness me, with a 63, and so close to getting that 62. He had three really good opportunities on 16, 17 and 18 after playing just unbelievable golf, and again putting fantastically, and in the end only came up one shot short of that playoff. So it was so close for Tommy, but I cannot imagine that a major is far away. He's such an unbelievable ball striker, and when he catches a little bit of fire, he's fantastic. Now on the flip side of this, I think everyone knows now really that they know what to expect when they get to US Open as far as a professional standpoint. They know it's going to be a grind, they know it's going to be hard, but there's hard and then there's unplayable and then there's not fun to actually watch. Because I think that's the key when I watch professional golf, the really top players. I want to see them play well, I want to see them make birdies. Yes, I want to see them challenge, but I don't want to see them made to look like idiots. So if we look at two other majors that consistently get it right, so you're looking at the Masters and the Open. Now the Masters, there's a couple of arguments to say that they have it slightly easier. You know, they have pretty much unlimited funds because of their membership and exactly what Augusta is, and the fact that they know that course inside out. You know, at the end of the day, they set it up for one major tournament per year. However, let's say Shinnecock, it's got a big membership, it's got its own greenkeeping team, they know what will work and what will not. All the USGA needed to do is say, listen, we've got the 15th for example, where should we put this pin, because it's going to get a bit crusty, it's going to get a bit fast, and we don't want the balls running off with people putting. That's all they needed to do, and yet they stuck to their, well, original plan I suppose. And then the other one is the Open. Now the Open I would say the Open is probably more comparable. So I think one thing the Open do really well is set the course up so if the wind does blow and the conditions go a little bit south, then it's still playable. Now there's been a few occasions, I think the old course last time where Zach Johnson won the greens, a little bit exposed and the balls are moving around a little bit, but that's really the only time I can remember when there was any proper complaints. I mean, the rest of the time it's tough at times, it's difficult, it's a challenge, but it's left up to the elements. It's not tricked up in any type of way. You know, the greens are never mega fast because they can't get them that fast, because if the wind blows on exposed greens then they will definitely move. They're set up in a way where if the conditions and the elements turn against the golfer, it's going to be hard, but if the elements don't, then there's scores to be had. And I think that's part of the joy and the beauty of the Open, is that you'll know that you have chances to score. One of the other negatives I think from this year was, I got to be honest, some of the fans, just massive douches. It seemed, for whatever reason, and it is the minority, I think that's the thing to say, and it's the minority that shout the loudest who get noticed. But some of them fans, honestly, I don't quite understand how someone hasn't pulled them aside, probably at quite a young age, and just explained, you're not funny, and it's a bit embarrassing. But you know what, alcohol, sunshine and warmth, it does crazy things to people. But certainly if you're new to the game and you're watching that, I'd be a bit confused, and also be a bit like, why are they shouting in someone's swing? Why are they shouting such nasty things at people as well? Because certainly Patrick Reed, I know he's not the most popular golfer, but he was getting some proper stick, as was Poulter, as was quite a few of the others. On the Saturday, on the Sunday, I have to say, certainly like Fleetwood when he was getting his good run together, you could hear the support that he was getting. But certainly the behaviour of some of those fans across the week in general was really poor. So the other thing that would be, and this, if we didn't talk about it, was Phil Mickelson's kind of moment of madness. And I've got to be honest, the way I saw it was that it was a mistake. He just reacted, I think maybe the day just got to him. I think he lost it a little bit, and he just, well, he did that. Now that would be the charitable way of looking at it, but the post-round interview that he did when he spoke about, you know, he'd been thinking about using this rule for a while, and I didn't like that tone really, because he was saying he was going to use that rule. Now he didn't use the rule, he broke the rule. The rule is there to stop people doing that infringement, and it was a little bit of a, I don't know, I really just didn't like the fact that he tried to defend it in that way. If he'd come out and said, yeah, I reacted, I lost it a little bit, and it was a bit of a silly thing to do, then fair enough. But to talk about he'd been thinking about doing it for a while and all the rest of it, I didn't like that. I didn't think, again, it set a very good example to others to follow. I really didn't. But listen, Phil's an absolute statesman of the game, and the amount that he has done for the game as far as entertainment and as far as being a talking point in many good ways, you know, I'm willing to give him a few slides. And even in that manner, maybe the USGA didn't handle that as well as they could, because would that have been a DQ for another player? I'm not sure, but as always, please comment below. And the last thing I'm just going to leave you with is a question that I want you to think deeply about. Do you actually enjoy watching the US Open? I enjoyed the last round, and I suppose that's what it's all about, but it was so much of a grind, just so much of a grind, that the only thing that was worth looking at was the fact that it was so ridiculously hard and unfair on that Saturday. But you could say, you know, the Sunday is what it's all about anyway, but I'm not sure. I just didn't think it was a great advert for the game, and I didn't think it was a great advert for Shinnecock, which looked stunning in many respects, but yeah, I don't know, it just didn't leave me with that sensation of desperately wanting to get out and play. And whenever I watch the Open, whenever I watch the Masters, I'm gagging to play, because it's just, it gets the juices going. But yeah, the US Open really didn't for me. I'm saying that I am out playing, but I was going to play anyway today. So guys, comment below, let me know what you think. Is this a major that you enjoy? Do you think that the USGA got it right? Do you think that I'm wrong in what I'm saying? Do you think that it should be that much of a challenge, that much of a mental kind of makeup? Just let me know, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're not subscribed already to the channel, please do so below, like the video and share it around, and I'll see you down here next time.